veterinary medicine was much more hands-on. You had to trust on your hands, you had to trust your senses. In the industry, we're very easy probably to accept that something is as it is, because that's what the book said. But someone's written the book. Doesn't mean the book couldn't be rewritten. The whole concept of medicine and veterinary medicine only started around the 1900s, 1920s. So when my grandfather graduated and started practicing kind of straight away, that generation would have worked with a lot of herbal, what we now maybe call homeopathic. In those days, there was no Western medicine, there was no antibiotic, there was no painkillers, no proper anesthetic. Now, my grandfather already was quite focused on horses as a military tool, let's say. So he did a lot of days and visits on the military facilities and treat animals with the tools they had, which contained a lot of restraint. Fairly progressive in his way of thinking. He was always someone that wrote down what he did, which made it quite special in a way that there's written records. So there was a lot of legacy there of treatments and way of thinking of treatments that weren't there before. When my father took over, there was a big shift, of course, from the horse being the tractor, the car, the military vehicle, the one that pulls the cannons, to a horse that basically had no use, or at least practical use as such in the job it was used to. But then not even leisure, but sports came up, the more modern way of using horses, but not for an ultimate industrial use. Early 70s, first X-rays on horses were done. My father was the first, I think, with an X-ray machine that was commercially available in Holland in those days. He bought the property of the neighbors and built it into a big clinic. Now that was the big decision, 79, and that drove on till early 2000s. Around 2005, at that point, that kind of the next step was there. I was really keen to do more, build something up around sports medicine, and we ended up in the southwest of Ireland. That was, I guess, crazy, looking back. Big truck, everything in it, house. The whole clinic was in there. I often thought I was driving behind the truck. If the thing crashes, I have nothing. Kind of driven by the urge to do something new anyway, and do something for ourselves. So we built the clinic from scratch, relocated the family. I realized I could really kind of carry on that aspect of what I guess my father and my grandfather had before. That you focus on this whole horse approach, that you don't lean on what someone else has written or what's seen as the standard, because often there's more if you look for it.